with Painted Visions Comics, here to talk about what's going on in the gaming news today. Any new releases or anything big coming up, that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm going to cover three things because we don't really have huge releases going on, but we have some interesting updates going on. So to start off with, kind of something that showed up unannounced and kind of surprising was Yakuza Zero for the PC. This originally came out on Xbox and PS4 back in 2015 and just kind of threw itself in there just unannounced on Steam, ready to be unleashed on August the 1st. If you haven't played Yakuza Zero, I highly recommend it. It's a open world game set in Japan back in the 1980s where you play as a member of the Yakuza. You're framed in a murder for a piece of land that is very detrimental to a bunch of the different Yakuza groups. There's a lot of intrigue, there's a great fighting system to it, and a lot of memorable characters that just really makes this game a lot of fun to play and a memorable piece. I highly recommend picking it up. Coming in second, if you haven't picked this up or you've grown from the Super Nintendo era, PlayStation era, is the Mega Man X collection. I've been waiting for this collection for a long time, and the one thing I don't like about it is that they split it in half from Collection 1 and Collection 2. Now, this comes out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. If you get it on Steam, you get one full package, which is pretty sweet. If you get it on everything else, you're buying two separate packages. To split them up in between, Collection 1, you're getting the better games out of that. Mega Man X 1 through 4, which are really great titles. The second collection, not so much. You have 5, which is good, and then you get 6 and 7, and that's where everything starts to go downhill. But if you're like me, who likes the nostalgia area, I would grab everything because, hey, it's a whole collection of Mega Man X, excluding Command Mission. That's the only downside. But it is a great collection to grab for only $40 for everything. Otherwise, you're paying $19.99 for each individual one. Now, for the number one topic, which what everybody is talking about right now, that is No Man's Sky next update. This game originally came out in 2016, in August, I believe, and this was a huge controversy in the gaming industry, where Sean Murray had promised so many things of what this game was going to be. We all fell for it, we all purchased the game, and we were highly disappointed, many of us very frustrated that we just spent $60 for a game that just felt like there was nothing into it. Over time, Hello Games has updated it and added more things into the game, and with Next, they promised that the game is supposed to be what it was when originally released 2 years ago. I have to say, I am very pleased with the updates. Everything that you saw back then, you can see it in this game. You have extensive flora and fauna. There is an Omara system. There are quests. There are factions. Biggest thing there is multiplayer. You can play with other people in this. They have added a crafting system, a base building system. So there have been detrimental changes to this game. Now, the biggest question on everybody's mind is, does this make this a better game? Does this change this overall? Yes and no. There's a lot more stuff to do, but your objective is still kind of the same. You still have to get to the center of the galaxy. The story has been changed, so it's a little bit more easier to get into, a little bit more enjoyable, less boring, but the actions are still the same. You're going to be gathering resources, recharging materials, and so on and so forth. But with friends now, it sounds like you can have a lot more fun when you have a group of people doing it with you. I'm currently going through it. I played 4 hours going into permadeath mode. I'm very much enjoying it. So I can't wait to see how much further along I get into, the more things I'm going to discover. So if you haven't picked it up, I highly recommend that you watch some videos before you delve into it. It is currently on sale, but I cannot recommend spending $50 for this at this time. If you want to get it on sale, I'd say recommend it, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you might want to hold off for now until more people give you a great thumbs up. So that's all I got now this week. It's a lot of Metroidvanias coming out. You have La Mulana 2, Chasm, and a couple other games, but we're still waiting to see the big releases coming out later on this month. So thank you all for joining, and keep on gaming.
No,